We can go back a couple slides. Couple more, or one more. One more. There we go. Okay, thank you. Thank you, fellow Toastmasters, for being so awesome. Great colleagues. Okay. Let's see. So speak. I think I should title my speech to be speak up, but anyway, here it goes. Next slide, please. Fear has two meanings. Forget everything and run, or face everything and rise. Next slide. My name is Fabiola, and I am a glossophobic. Next slide. Glossophobia is defined as the fear of public speaking. Next slide. Did you know that the fear of public speaking is ranked #1 above fear of spiders, death, snakes, darkness, and heights? Up to 5% of the world's population, which is hundreds of millions of people between the ages of 18 and 54, experience this fear every year. Might you be a glossophobic? Next slide. Well, let's find out. Here are some symptoms of glossophobia. If you experience increased blood pressure, increased perspiration, dry mouth, stiffening of the upper back muscles, nausea and feeling of panic when faced with having to speak in public, or intense anxiety at the thought of speaking in front of a group, then you might be glossophobic. Next slide. Whether you experience glossophobia or not, it could always be worse. Take this chicken, for example. Things to fear: spiders, abandonment, public speaking, or public speaking about spider abandonment. So count your blessings and face your fears. Next slide. By the end of this speech, my hope is that you all will have assessed whether or not you experience symptoms of glossophobia. You will have learned the top 10 things to improve your public speaking skills, as well as learn how you can calm your nerves so that you're able to deliver a very wonderful speech. And hopefully you'll also enjoy the audio visuals I carefully selected for this presentation. Next slide. My hope is that all of us, including myself, can go from looking like the lady on the left to going and delivering a speech and looking more like the lady on the right, who's standing tall and very confident. Next slide, please. So here are my top 10 tips for improving your public speaking skills. #1, practice and prepare. Remember, everyone is going to experience some kind of physiological response to when you're feeling nervous. Some of us get sweaty palms, pounding heart that feels like it's going to come out of your chest. But all of this can be used as energy to impulse you and keep you alert and give the most wonderful presentation that you've ever given. So do your work. Practice, practice, practice. Get comfortable with your material, and maybe even get one of your friends to critique your performance. Practice and prepare. #2, know your audience. Consider who you're going to be delivering the speech and tailor the level information, the choice words that you're going to use, and even the motivational statement that you close with. All of this being tailored will make your speech more impactful. So know your audience. #3, organize your material. The most important part is to deliver the point of your speech. And one quick tip, you'll want to engage your audience in the first 30 seconds of your speech. This will keep them engaged and interested from the beginning. Number 4, gauge your audience and stay flexible. Keep a focus on the read of your audience. See if they're paying attention. And if they're not, it's okay to tailor your speech and be flexible and play with it. The last thing you want is to look into your audience and see that no one's looking at you while you're presenting. So don't lose their attention. Number 5, be yourself. Let your personality shine through. The audience will actually trust you more, knowing that you're a real person and not just a talking head at the podium. Number 6, where you can, use humor and stories. This will make your speech more memorable, but also more relatable to the audience. And it also adds a personal touch. Number 7, focus on the message. Try the best you can to not read from your index cards. It is okay, however, to have an outline maybe nearby just to keep you on task from what point you're in and what point you're moving to throughout your speech. But remember, the point is delivering the message of your speech. Number 8, enhance your nonverbal communication. Use your voice and your hands to carry the message. Gestures can be very powerful, and the fluctuation of your voice can make a lot of impact throughout your speech. Number 9, have a dynamic start and ending. Your audience will be sure to remember your speech if you nicely begin it and end it with a similar tone. And number 10, use audio visuals wisely. You don't want to overuse them because this can become a distraction. And the point of audio visuals is to support, enhance, and clarify the message of your speech. So be very careful as you select your audio visuals. So take all these tips with a grain of salt, because contrary to popular belief, practice does not make perfect. Time, effort, energy will create a better speech time and time again. Next slide, please. So practice, practice, practice. Next slide. Because it's not a matter of getting rid of the butterflies. It's about getting them to fly in formation. Next slide. Or as Franklin D. Roosevelt so eloquently has stated, the only thing we have to fear is fear itself. Next slide. Thank you.